A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Outside Warren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Launches a 3, and the Heat another 3.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense isn't focused.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Warren. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
A smart player who just really understands position. Hard to stop Doherty there on the inside without fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And so just over a minute and a half played. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Here's Griffith.
Yeah, Warren's not having any of that. Get it out of here. Fierce competitor on defense.
Takes it inside, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Warren. Fade away. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Anderson passes to Griffith. Unloads from 13. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it.
And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hooked on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers conference finals series.
And, Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner, a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it to Odom. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Welcome, your Miami Heat dancers.
The Timberwolves working the ball around, and it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Warren. From 8. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. And no problem from Warren as he finishes at the rim.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Now here is Smith. Doherty with the screen on Odom. Smith. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the Heat with some changes. Durant's checked in for Odom. And Ball subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Fans, welcome.
The Heat leading by 18.
Heat dancers.
Got It's a screen on Smith. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Doherty, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Miami's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the three in the first quarter. Takes the three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity. They're keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Here's Brandon, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's deflected. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. Giannis has got 7 points in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Miami?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Brandon's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
To the right side. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Timberwolves timeout call. It's time for T-shirts. Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Heat.
Jason Tatum.
Here's Paxson. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Doherty. Looking to end the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what? Or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination. And as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Doherty, the screen. 6 to shoot. Smith against Tatum. Got a piece of it. They get a hand on it. Here is Paxson. Millsap with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Good D by Giannis.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Back to ball. There's the triple. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now Paxson. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Miami with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And a hard-charging attacking style for Giannis. He knows.
There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to come out and try to be physical with me, try to hit me, knock down to the floor.
And such a fierce competitor. But Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
So with Millsap sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Anderson, and it's Brandon in at the shooting guard position. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Back to Tatum. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples. I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Here's Griffith. Oh, that's blocked. Durant wide open. He fires. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Durant's got 11.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
And the rejection by Bradley to the paint. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Miami.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Tatum. And the Heat, another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Odom comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's T.J. Warren in for Tatum. Minnesota with the ball. Deep 2 from Anderson. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Warren. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Smits. Drives to the hoop. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Odom. The 3. With the fadeaway. It's it alive, and Warren able to finish. Warren's got 11 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
From past the arc, and the Heat, another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Kenny Smith.
Bradley, a screen on Smith. Outside Odom. Passes it to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Warren, good.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding, let him eat.
Here's Paxson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Bradley, boom, he jams it straight down.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Number 34.
And Minnesota has possession. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's hauled in by Warren.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Here's the screen. The drive-by ball. No good there. Good work defensively by Millsap. And it's Millsap with the ball for Minnesota. Jordy, no luck.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Kicks at the ball. From deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Griffith. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Really nice move there. Daugherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
The pass to Warren. But Trey scored that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Pass to Griffith. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miami. 1:29 left now here in the second. Jordy with the screen on Warren. Paxson passes to Doherty. It's good. Doherty's got 10.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Odom. Outside Warren. Over Paxson. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Ball. Warren's got 22.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Griffith is a lights out scorer now. I mean, a guy who can take over games. Love his confidence.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Durant's checked in for Lamar Odom. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Really hard to stop Warren when he gets moving downhill. I mean, he's got a really strong body, and he also has a pretty tight handle, too.
Smith, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The kick out to Ball. And the Heat, another 3.
And really, as the 3 three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
The first one falls.
And Smith is an important cog on this team now. He's a really good shooter, a smart player, and a bit of a trash talker, too.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. He lobs it up.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
The Heat shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we'd come to expect, especially after last season.
Both free throws good from Warren.
I think this guy, T.J. Warren, is underrated. I mean, he's a terrific scorer and is not afraid to be the go-to guy.
And so it's Miami enjoying the kind of...
Miami Heat.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after...
We're back.
Well, right now for the Heat, they expected to be at the top of the food chain this year, but they got beaten to the dinner table. Still plenty of time left to change the narrative. But it's clear they've got some major competition this year.
All right, fellas, let's check in on our first half of action and the dominating performance for the Miami Heat.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? T.J. Warren, a very impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Gilgeous Alexander out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Odom. And it's Durant. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
Minnesota shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Now in the game, number 00.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it drank for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Lays it up on the glass. He's got 9.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1. has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Clock at 6. A step-back shot here. It's deflected.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Inside, here's Doherty, and Grant Doherty with the slam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Fires from deep. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Right side, Tatum. Cuts off the pass. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Tatum. The 3-ball. And the Heat, another 3.
You've got to be careful around Tatum now. If you're not paying attention, he'll take that ball away from you quickly.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
3-pointer. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for ball. Here's Anderson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Outside, KD. And the Heat, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Clark, as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Lamar Odom has checked in for the Heat. TJ Warren comes in for Jason Tatum. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Outside Millsap. Smits. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Timberwolves substitution. Keith Van Horn.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Owed him a screen. Nice move. Rips it home after the terrific move.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Picked his pocket. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Millsap with the steal. Passes it to Van Horn. 1:39 left to play in the third. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
The Heat making a switch here. Bradley's checked in.
Bradley.
Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Warren's checked in for Miami.
Substitutions for your Heat.
Here's Millsap. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 2. Brandon. Another miss by Minnesota. And Miami shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the Heat making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Dave's checked in. The pass to Warren. Giannis dishes to Warren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good ball movement here by Miami. Bradley sets the pick for Warren. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Paxson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
Alexander.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The Heat making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Doherty's checked in for the Timberwolves.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Boy, I love how Brandon sets the table for his guys. Really the quintessential point guard. Gets the ball to his open teammate.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Heat opening up a... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for Minnesota, Paul Millsap out there with Bay. Then there's Wells, then there's Doherty, and it's Brandon in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a low 30% mark from the field. It's stolen by Odom. And it's the Heat on the break. Tatum.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
To the inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And here is Odom. Driving in. No good that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Timberwolves on offense. Fires it up. Bay, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
It's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. KD's checked in for Lamar Odom. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. And the layup good by Smith.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
The shake. Tatum drives in. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
The assist.
Smith's got his third assist on the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The drive by Smith. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground. Right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ball's knocked loose. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Anderson with the ball. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. And it's off from three-point range. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it's blocked. They get it back. And the shot is good. 20 points for him.
Paul, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense. Nice feel, which is hard to teach.
The Timberwolves shooting 40% in the fourth. Anderson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Miami. Smits passes to Van Horn. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
That's his sixth.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. The Heat making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Count it.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And really maintaining possession has been a challenge all game. I mean, now that's 6 points off those turnovers here just in this quarter.
Guys, no surprise their lead is evaporating. I mean, they've got to keep it simple. Just make the simple play.
And a miss there off the inbound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Daryl Griffith.
The Timberwolves have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. It's the three-point bomb.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Smith. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Timberwolves ball.
Lamar Odom, he's checked in for Thompson. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Brad Daugherty, he's checked in for Smith. The Timberwolves shooting just 34% from the floor. Stolen by Warren. And here comes Odom late in the fast break. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has... really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Down low, and Brad Daugherty with the slam. The Heat have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Warren. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, Warren, when he gets rolling like this, it's got to feel good. I know his teammates love it.
Warren's got that look tonight, hitting 5 of 5 from 3. Some amazing outside shooting.
And guys,